Moving to oneness. Nourishing curiosity. Embracing differences. Becoming one.
The atmosphere outdoors is just stunning. It's cold, it's crystalline, fresh. It goes deep into your lungs, it prickles on your skin. And you look out onto the whitish fields because of the snow that is lying everywhere. And the most beautiful is the snow full moon today. Right? It's called the snow moon. Just before recording, I went outside and took a picture of it and connected with the moon. And it's in a bed of clouds. But in its center, the moon was exposed. And the clouds were like a duvet, like a comforter, right? Like squares everywhere, overlapping with different gray tones, not just normal clouds. They look different, puffy, like squarishy, puffy clouds surrounding the moon, and the blue you could see through, and then it had these rainbow colors around it. Gorgeous. So hello everyone. I'm Meilin, your host of the Moving to Oneness podcast. What a beauty. What a, I don't have the words for it. Mesmerizing. It is inviting. It has a warmth to it, right? And no scary feeling to it. So we can forget that from now on. And because it feels so inviting. It's inviting me to jump right into that hole and go on a journey because of the puffiness around it, and it creates depth. There must be, I don't know, I can't even say how much, but it looks like there's a thickness to the clouds as well. Amazing, amazing. So let's see what arises today for you. Yeah, to see really the beauty of yourself. The snow is reflecting your light. It's reflecting the light of the moon, even though it's dark outside. But it started already a few hours ago, more or less when the sun was setting. It was huge, big ball coming up behind the rolling hills that are here in my area. Why does it touch you so deeply when you see the moon? The full moon. Because we're so connected to it. We're part of its rhythm. All our ancient, here in Europe I should say, rituals, life cycles, were connected with the moon. You have nature giving birth to the full moons, right? The first full moon of the years where all the the mountain goats, now got it, give birth all together, right? We have certain rhythms, tribal cultures around the world that are connected to nature very, very strong, celebrate the rhythm or with the rhythm of the moon because it pulls out excitement. It plays with the water in our cells. It plays with the water in our blood. It plays with the water in our breath. It plays with the water on our skin or in our skin. It plays with the water in our noses and eyes and mouth. There is so much of water. And we walk also higher, if you think about it, right? If it's a full moon, it pools. Oh, I hope I got that right. And I think it's the full moon. The water gets attracted or pulled toward the moon, so it's a little lopsided. The water is higher, the oceans are higher, right? And also the snow, even though it's melting today, and we had a long beautiful, complex snow week here in Germany. And in my area, kids go skiing in Nuremberg. There's an old castle built, I think, 800s, and it's on a tiny, I mean, not even hill, but you have to walk up a little steep for a few hundred meters. And the youth and the young were skiing or snowboarding down that area and through the streets in the evening, because it was so amazing that we had snow here in that height and already also thickness that you could do that. Snow has been retreating the last few generations. It is not as high, as much snowfall as it was once. But the whole world, right? We're moving away from the ice age. More and more of land gets exposed. But even though we had this snow here and it covered the landscape, the branches, the trees, so many trees cracked. You in the US, for example, you've experienced cracking trees a lot when it snows, right? All the pine trees, avalanches coming down off the trees. You get covered by it. It's like a rain of snow. It's really fun. And it brought so much joy, first of all, to look at it. Didn't matter what kind of weather it was. The sparkle when the sun was shining, the mistiness when it was cloudy, because cars couldn't drive so well until everything had been cleared or melted away. You could walk over the streets and there were no tracks of people. Last Sunday night, I went walking around midnight because I wanted to hear the crackling of the snow, to connect with all these crystals. Each crystal is a beautiful individual, has its own structure, bringing its wisdom. And if you look at the moon tonight, it's 2026, 1st of February. It is bringing the new energy, cosmic energy of change and speed. Speed, but also this beauty again. So that we see the beauty in our beingness, in our individuality, but also in our oneness to everything. And to act on our own intuition. We've been speaking about that, the world I've been speaking about for years, to move into what we are. So many of you are now living so much of what you are. So I think this year it will be asked that, or desired, I think is a nicer word, that you act faster on your intuition. So whatever thought comes, that you give it acknowledgement, you give it awareness or sensation, knowingness. You react if you someone who hears onto what you hear. You don't push it away for too long, right? It's now a faster rhythm of being who you are. That also means at the same time not doing so many things for others. It's so important that you act on what you need to do for yourself. That gives strength others if you have a family, so they can act and also do these things we're doing, following, acting faster on our intuition, on our knowingness, on our reaction to our own body, listening to where does the body want to go, how does it want to move, what kind of clothes do you want to wear, what feels good this day, not what you should be wearing. That also invites you again, almost for like a spring cleaning is starting already to happen, because you can see that spring is coming faster and the Chinese New Year is in a little bit more than 2 weeks. That you're ready also to see what in your life is not there for you that you need in your own future. The person you have not really been living, but you feel already that you're going to live, or what you're going to be, right? You sense it already. You have this knowing about what is going to be needed. So what can you take out? What can you discharge? What can you give away? And what can you bring into your home? What clothing style or material, please? That's so important. We have to go more and more organic and really look at the labels and maybe even do things ourselves more again, learning the crafts of making clothes, making our food, using our hands for many things again, moving our body, being flexible and having endurance, walking much more again, but also to know when to rest, when to enjoy what you have, right? Even if you had it all your life and it's time now to go, that you take a moment with an object, with pictures, with clothing, with a book, with a plant comes, right? So that you go into a relationship and also sense and can give gratitude and sense where it is going to go and what it's going to do for another person, right? That's so fascinating. Unless it's broken, then it goes into the trash. But even there, we recycle. So also, what this moon brings, what are you going to do new to be implemented into this world? Are you becoming more and more a trendsetter? I would say yes, because you're going to do new things. So you're encouraging others to follow your lead by doing it, right? All of you are listening. You all have a strong intuition, healing vibe within you, and you have not maybe lived it. And that's going to come through, or at least an acknowledgement to the ancestors, because we don't get suddenly born and are healers or spiritual, right? We have a family. Maybe you have a Star Nation family, but for sure you have particles of here biologically. You have these material. And also with that goes all the material your ancestors had here on this earth, and that is in the earth or on the earth. And but also all the ancestors that have moved on to contemplate, and they can support you in this change that is arriving now. Because if you go far enough back in your ancestry line, not just 7 generations, but maybe the 20th line or the 30th line or the 50th generation line, or to your source of your of your ancestors. Some have, we know now, 100,000 years back, right? Or even older. That's a lot of information, wisdom, and it's going to be needed now because this shift is coming so fast. People are speaking out more what they feel is not right. They're not taking what the government is just doing anymore. They want to do something. They don't want to be passive. You can see that. So within you is also the not being passive anymore. You are the creator. You create your life. You create material. You create a thought. You create knowledge. And out of that, you create products. You're inventive. So many things are needed to be solved. Very important that I've been going through my head is architecture. Architecture is not fitting anymore most of our regions. You could see it again now when the snow was coming. Each little region has different microclimate, right? It was not all over Germany. It was even just in one area where Franconia, where I live, because there's a certain microclimate. So we have to look at all these different microclimates, and that's how the heat is, the snowfall, the rainfall, and our houses starting to look all alike, around the world, and they lose character. They lose materials and textures that are grown or are in the region and being implemented in the architecture, in the construction of a home. Yeah. Then we wouldn't have all those sky rises that take concrete and steel and glass. We're having less and less beaches or sand because it goes onto skyscrapers. Then you need air condition and it's not a natural cooling. So if you're an architect or you have to build soon, or you're connected to these fields as a designer or a politician or governmental work, ask or encourage those people that already go back to what is really the best for this region, for this city, for this town, for this landscape, that it's designed this way. It doesn't look cookie cutter, right? If I have to go back, I did study landscape architecture, but I remember right when the trains were built all the way down to Florida on the east coast, Sears put out a catalog, and those wooden homes were built all along, but there were so different climates from all the way up Maine, New York, right? Then you had Virginia, if you go down further, Georgia, and all into Florida. So I think this is what we're being asked this year. Also, is it all good that what we're doing, what we're using in our daily life? And use your buying power in what kind of nutrition you buy in the store. Are you buying organic? So that more and more organic material or foods come into the stores, and so the others disappear a little bit, and then they also get cheaper again. So now I think as the prices are rising, you can see the normal price of the prices of normal food is often equaling now organic food. So take a look there if you can maybe get a little bit more of that, and ask stores to have less synthetic and polyester, which is, I don't know, plastic. It hurts your skin. We have to take care of our skin. It has to have a conversation with the clothes you're wearing, because clothing is medicine for our body. Our body reacts to different materials. I think Jeff Garner spoke about this, and also in his movies, or many others are doing this now. But why do I feel that urgency? Because now is the creative time where the creative thought, the creative action brings change. You're the change maker. I'm a change maker. We are bringing change together. Oh, so sorry. But let's put a song to that we are able to be who we are and create for us that is good for others, that is good for nature, that is good for the cosmos, right? In business, how we treat other people, how we speak, how we express ourselves. So take responsibility, but in a way, take back the power you have within you, that you carry, that makes you out, that made you walk here on this earth, and play with it. Learn how to use energy. Learn again to become more flexible in your body, healthy. Many of you are. What kind of pen do you use? Oh, I could go on and on and on. But be who you are and create this magic with everyone around you, like the snow crystals, creating this beautiful snow cover that is bringing humidity, water. Children are playing in it, skiing, snowboarding, taking the sled, building snowmen, having snowball fights, or just enjoying walking it. And you can see the dogs, they jump around, even the cats in the snow. So that energy that is coming from the sky, because water is not from the sky, from this earth, right? It came from the cosmos. And of Kauai is the most rain. That's why it came down. The Dalai Lama goes there every 2 years to greet the rain and to bless it, because it goes everywhere and nourishes our soul, our thought, our body. So be picky about the water you drink, right? It has to, when you swallow water, it has to go easily and with joy down your throat. take a few different waters, and tap water and maybe spring water or a river water, and put them next to each other and take a sips and see how it feels as it runs down your throat. Work with the water. When you wash your hands, right? It's so nice. It takes stagnant energy out of your hands. In the shower, it takes stagnant energy out of your body. But give it love, intention, beauty along. You can positively cold water. You cannot put negatives into water. That makes it so fascinating. Ah, yeah. There's so much. So if one thing you take out of it, the episode today is become more and more who you are. Express more who you are. I mean, you are already who you are. But it has been dimmed. We have been pushed tight or squeezed tight, and so our particles want to be free, dance, expand. So we can be aware of much more around ourselves and be aware what I need, be aware what you need, be aware what we all need. And this will be a fascinating way to live this year. And the snow moon, thank you very much, is giving us this fullness of possibility that we are filled with abundance of creativity and creation with ourselves. Bilden Yalunjon Anwandul Hayojulda Holindu a short support for you to fill yourself up with you and invite all around you to fill you up as well. I wish you a wonderful snow moon day, evening, and probably when you hear this, it's already over. But all of this is not what we've spoken about, is in our air, is on our earth, is traveling with the wind, and the wind takes it around the earth over and over. So put beautiful intention into the wind, blessings, beautiful words, thoughts, and gaze into this beauty of this world, and gaze at yourself, maybe in a mirror or in an old picture of yourself, or the reflection in the water of yourself, or maybe touch the snow now, or the sand, or the water, whatever is being touched or has been touched now by the snow full moon, and begin creating with it. I'm Meilin, your host. I wish you all the best. And you're always invited to join the Facebook group Moving to Oneness. And there you can share what you're all about. Because that becomes important, that we come together and share what we're really good at to help others. Bye bye.